Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great day today. It's going to be another fantastic day out here today. It's a little bit cold, minus 20 right now, and a little bit of snow, but that's okay. I just want to thank everyone so much for stopping by today and checking out what we're getting up to. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so got all the garbage cleaned up, did a quick walk through all the parks, and I just noticed that one section of privacy fence on the Enchanted Forest is a little bit droopy, so I'm just going to get some zip ties and tie that back up here this morning, so let's get on that one. Okay, we got that fence all tied up, and I think that's a lot nicer looking. Now, all the dogs that go into Enchanted Forest today have all the privacy that they need. So, yeah, that's fantastic. Let's get out of the cold here now. Okay, we're back in the grow room now. I'm starting to warm up a little bit from outside there. It was definitely chilly, but that's okay. Next thing we're going to do is, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but about maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, we took some cuttings of our Pothos and we stuck them in water just to see how they would do. So I think we started with 180 cuttings, and I think we've probably managed a 99% success rate, so we should end up with 180 new plants. I'm going to put 4 stems per pot just to make sure that we get a nice full pot when they start to root. They're just in these little, I think they're 4-inch pots. If they start to fill those up, obviously we just transplant them into something bigger, but I figured to get them started, put them in something small, and we'll go from there. So the next step is to fill up all of these little pots with some of our soil here, and then add 3 stems per pot, get them on our watering trays, and we're good to go. So I'm just going to go through that process, get everything moving along here right away. So let's see how this goes. I had to just show you guys this one. This is, I believe, the Marble Queen variety of Pothos. A beautiful little guy, but it's done exceptionally well. I hope it'll show up maybe on the background of my shirt there, but it's got a bunch of branching roots there. And on the new growth node, I sure hope that shows up, it's actually developing 2 aerial roots as well. This is a new leaf. It's developed well in the water, and it's also putting out another new leaf. So I think we're at 6 weeks in the water here, and from just I think this might be a 3-node cutting, it's done so well. So it's something that's just so easy to do. And it's very rewarding. It's a lot of fun, especially if you have little kids, you know. I think they can really get into this. Watching the roots grow in the water has just been so much fun for me as an adult. So I think for the little ones, you know, there's a little bit more mystery and magic to it. So highly recommend doing it. If you want, go back and watch that video where I did the cuttings. I give a pretty good explanation as to how to do it and what you do and those sorts of things. Nothing special. Literally just cut, give yourself 2 nodes, stick 1 node in the water, 1 node in the air, wait 4 to 6 weeks, and then you've got this. But this one I think is probably the best one yet. I just love those little aerial roots. I hope that shows up. They're right there. Oh gosh. Oh well. I hope you guys get the gist of it anyway. But yeah, super cool, super exciting. So I gotta get back to work though. Everything is now all potted up. We did really well. There was very minimal loss. We had 44 Pothos pots, 24 the Renovations tetrasperma or the mini monstera pots, and then we had 6 of the heartleaf philodendrons there. So I think we lost maybe 5 stems out of nearly 200 if you add the Renovations tetrasperma there. So all in all, I'd say that was a huge success, and we ended up with I think 74 of these pots altogether, which is going to be really nice. Give them a few weeks now to root in and establish themselves after going from an aquatic environment into more of a soil-based environment there. So by the time market season rolls around, I think we should have a lot of nice little pots ready to go. The best part about it is if they get too root bound or they get too big for their little pots, we can always just pot them up into something bigger. The downside is it takes up a little bit more space, but the upside is that we can sell them for a little bit more money, so that's always a nice bonus for sure. So other than that, the potting now is taken care of. I'm going to let them bottom water for a few hours. That's going to help the roots to develop downward, because that's really what you want to do. Top watering is okay, but you want to make sure that you're watering from the bottom as much as possible, because that way the roots are going to search for the water and grow down. If you only ever top water your plants, unless you entirely soak the root ball, chances are the roots will just develop very shallow along the top layer there, and they're not going to have a very healthy or robust root system. So water from the bottom as often as you can. So I'm going to let these guys sit in water for a few hours, give the soil a chance to absorb as much water as I can, and then I'm going to take them off water and just keep an eye on them day by day. So other than that, we are all done in the grow room here, so let's move on to the next thing. The last thing on the docket today is to take this carpet off the stairs. We also need to take or remove, I guess, the laminate flooring that we have on the upstairs landing there. This flooring, so the carpet and the laminate, will be the last bit of the kennel that we have left really to renovate. Well, I guess it was early 2020, right when the pandemic started. I renovated the lobby here, I painted the walls, and I built our feature wall there, which if I have any pictures I'll put them up. But yeah, just left to take this carpet off and get that laminate up and out of there just so we can put something new and fresh. This flooring is probably pretty close to 20 years old, and you can imagine after 20 years of essentially being a boarding kennel, it gets, let's just say it doesn't owe us anything. So it needs to go. We'll get it ripped up and keep moving forward. Alright, that was a little harder than I expected, so this might take longer than I anticipated, but hey, that's pretty much par for the course around here. So I'm going to keep working, and hopefully next time I see you, this will be all ripped up. Here's hoping. Okay, we got the carpet off the stairs. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be, but she's off. So that's a huge step forward. The last thing to do is to get this laminate flooring off of the catwalk area here. I suspect this will be a little bit easier, but famous last words and all that. So I'm just going to get to it and get moving this floor here. So yeah, wish me luck. Here we go. I think that's going to be a lot easier, so let's just speed this process up. I'll meet you on the other side. Okay, there we go. I've got the carpet off the stairs and the laminate off the landing here, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It went pretty smooth. The carpet was a bit of a pain in the butt, you know, being 20 years old, rarely cleaned, and a few other ticks in the negative column. But hey, we got it off, and it's behind us now, so onward and upward, right? But yeah, so that's another great job done. The next thing to do is to get everything laminated, probably with like just an engineered laminate hardwood flooring. That should go on pretty quick, be nice and durable, easy to clean, and bring everything up into this millennia. So yeah, that's a good project done here to wrap up the day. So yeah, let's move forward. Well, I think on that note, I am going to call it a day. So I want to thank everyone so much for following me around today and sticking it out and seeing what we got up to. I really do appreciate it. It's another fun one here, but that's where I'm going to leave it. So again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, guys, everyone, take care. Bye now. I don't know if it's going to show up or not, but behind me, right around this area, we found a coyote. They're actually really quite interesting creatures for sure. they're not vicious, you know, they're not going to go out of their way to attack you or your dogs. They're certainly not going to scale a 6-foot fence to jump into an enclosure with a human and a dog. If anything, they do really well for helping keeping down, you know, the pest population, whether it's mice or gophers and those sorts of things. So the coyotes out here, you know, they're not bad in any way, shape, or form. A very, very low risk of a coyote actually getting into a pen with a person and a dog. You know, that the important question, like I say, is always what's in it for the coyote, unless of course it's deranged.